Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TZW, and if you didn't see the live stream on Monday night, this one is clipped straight from that stream, and it is one hell of a game in the Californi-YEAH, because just look at that collection of medals that we take out of this game. It is absolutely humongous, and it is Kraken 107, and it was a bit of a testing one, but we came out on top as well and sealed the deal for blue team. And you'll see why once we get to the end screen, but I'll point out a few things as we get into the game. So we're spawning on B cap. I'm in the California, and Chin is in his Ark Royal, I think. And it is a formidable pairing, only a two-man division, but we are going to account for 7 of 9 red team in this game between us. Did we carry it? I don't know. Is it a carry? It's just a damn good game. But there's going to be a few people make a few mistakes here. I think potentially I make a mistake at some point as well. But let's get into it. We spot the Tennessee off in the distance. We see the torpedo bombers coming in already. And this carrier is going to pick on me. He obviously hasn't learned that the California has pretty outstanding AA. But we've got a destroyer on air cap, we've got a cruiser pushing in as well, and there's also a battleship out there. And watching these torpedo planes come in, I'm hitting the brakes and trying to slow this big old girl down whilst looking for my next shot on that Tennessee. We've already taken them for 14,500. We're going to get another salvo off, but we ourselves are going to take fire from our left flank because red team are pushing C cap hard, and we're going to have to deal with them a little bit later on. But we take another 10k off the Tennessee. It looks like he potentially takes some torpedoes or some hits off the battleship and cruiser out there. We've only got 2 turrets there because we want to keep our turn going. And we know that there is a Fubuki inside B cap. Chin has had him spotted, and there is his first salvo of torpedoes. And those torpedoes are just going to keep coming. Obviously, I can't get shots on. There is an Emerald out there. I think there's an Omaha, and I think it's a Texas and a Huger pushing that flank. The cruiser that was out there got absolutely slapped by the Huger for first blood. Watching the game back, I noticed that he went towards the cap, then sailed broadside through it, trying to turn and get away, and the Huger picked him up. But I've taken my attention off that Tennessee because he's disappeared. I do get absolutely slapped there. The Fubuki is inside that smoke screen, and I realise that the hard push for red team is out there on that other flank. So I'm going to turn around. I'm going to open up some distance to this Fubuki. There's his torpedoes again. He was obviously expecting me to continue sailing in a straight line. Everything else has got me spotted, and the Fubuki is going to light me on fire. There we go. So we get him spotted. We haven't got our turrets in his direction, but we're trying to get some shots onto that Emerald out there. But I don't know if he's looking at me and knows these are coming, but I don't think I get a very good hit on him there. No, we drop short. Is that this drop short bug that Wargaming have been trying to fix? I don't know. But sometimes salvos like that should literally be double, single citadel, dev striking cruisers like that are sailing broadside. But in that instance, they barely tickled him. We're up to 30,000 damage pretty much. We haven't got any kills yet. The Fubuki's there. I'm expecting him to wait for a torpedo reload again. I can see that the torpedo planes are coming in again, so I am well and truly getting harassed here. We're already up to, what's that, 12 plane kills. Here comes his next lot. And do you know something? I seem to remember the AA on the California taking planes down a lot sooner than this. but we pick up a flood. We have to repair that. We see the Omaha, we see the Emerald, and this is where red team are going to push hard. I see the Texas, and I'm thinking, geez, I'm turning into an absolute storm here. You'll notice that we have a battleship on ACAP, and literally that is where he is going to stay this entire game. I kill some seagulls with that salvo, and we don't get an ounce of damage on the Emerald because I'm guessing those shells must have clipped through the island. But again, we fluffed what should have been a pretty good shot. So I'm pushing back towards Chin to try and give him some screening and protection from these ships pushing in. Emerald is running a smoke screen, and I pull those shots a little bit too far to the rear, and we get nothing off it whatsoever. So we're going to have to wait for another reload. But he's overrun his smoke screen, and Chin is going to run him in for torpedoes. He is taking some fire from elsewhere, but he just seems to be surviving all these shots that are put out at him. He's not going to survive all of these torpedoes and being spotted, because while those torps are running, I'll let them hit, wait to see if Chin takes the kill, but he doesn't. But those two turrets do take the first kill of the game. I see that Hugo pushing in, and he's an absolute nightmare. There's a Leander there. We've got the destroyer behind us as well. So the best thing we can do is keep going away from that destroyer and think that if he does come into range, that we'll be able to pick him up. So now I'm having to play smart and play angles, and this Omaha is going to be a slippery customer too. We get 2 turrets off at him because we want to save 2 turrets for this Leander as well. But we miss the Omaha. The Leander, on the other hand, is going to get a drop shot. Bang, Dev Strike, double Citadel, he's gone. I think the Hugo knows he's got some competition now. Our other battleship, in fact, rather our other cruiser, which is an Omaha, is nosing against the island. I don't know if he's staying there for protection, but we put a blind shot at that Omaha again, and he is, like I said, he's been a tricky customer. We tickle him on the butt, we fire the other 2 turrets, probably don't lead him enough again, but he sees them coming and he turns out, and we take him for a little bit more damage. Now our Omaha is putting shots out there, but he gets taken out by red team's Omaha. And I'm just looking as he's getting close to the white line. I'm wary of the Hugo probably having a shot on me again. But we're going to put 2 turrets there, thinking he's going to hit the white line and slow down a bit. We lead him a bit further and put 2 more turrets out there. And, you know, we are still spotted. We know there's still a destroyer out there. Our Fubuki is running away from everything. And it would be really useful if he could get out there and spot this red team destroyer. The carrier seems to have left me alone for a few moments while he's hovering around B cap, but we get the Texas out there. He's pretty much broadside to us. The fact that Hugo's popped up again leads me to believe that he's fired his guns, and I'm looking and watching for these shots coming in, but he's pretty much moving to the limit of range. And having not fired, I've pushed too far round, and the Texas is now angled at me. So that is not a good shot to be taken. The Omaha is still out there too, but he's unspotted. I don't know what the Texas is waiting for, but come on, Fubuki, get out there, get eyes on, and give us a spot. You know, help us out. Let's see where this Hugo is. There's the Omaha. We get him spotted. We ripple fire those shots out there. And we drag the lead. That's something you'll see me doing a lot in battleships. Drag the lead. And sometimes I will sort of raise and lower the sight a little bit, just in case they turn out or turn in. Chin picks up the Janway destroyer that had been after him. So yeah, if you're in a DD and Chin's in a carrier, don't test him, because 9 times out of 10 he is going to give you what for. So now I know I've got the YEAH, and the YEAH has the main gun reload booster on him, and although he is pretty broadside, again a full salvo barely tickles him, and I start my turn too soon here. This is where I made my mistake, because the YEAH has just fired his guns at me and I've given him too much to the side, and he chunks me and takes a gun out as well. We're going to leave that gun to repair itself because he is turning in. We're going to use 3 turrets, and I decide that we'll try for 4. But we're looking for where he's heading. We get a shot on the YEAH. We know that this Texas is right out in front of us. We've got torpedoes coming in again, and we take one on the back end. But as our damage control is still running, he is unable to flood us. Texas has decided that he wants a piece of the action, and he's trying to stay angled. I'm trying to turn to get as many guns as I can on him, knowing that he's just fired. We chunk him for his health there. We go for the next 3 turrets, and bang, straight through his citadel. That is kill number 4. We're double fired though, and that health pool is going to tick down. We've got 50 seconds for that to tick, and the YEAH has gone on us again. But Chin has been bombing the heck out of him and has put a lot of fires onto him, and he's going to burn down. And I'm thinking, well, I need a kill for the Kraken. I'll pull the shot, and just as he clears the edge of that island, I put the shots out there, and Chin says no, he's going to tick down. He's got 4 fires. But we pick up a clear sky because the carrier is still onto us and bombs us down to 5,500 health. But those fires have burned themselves out now. I've got a damage control party available. The YEAH has gone. The last ship in this game is the carrier. I'm kind of asking this for Buki to help me out. He's kind of been sailing around in circles around CCAP. I don't know what he was actually doing. I wasn't really paying attention, but I just know that he was sailing round a little bit with his head in the clouds. But 5,500 hit points. I'm not going to really survive another torpedo run or another bombing run by this Ark Royal, because it is OP. And if you've seen the announcements on Discord and Twitter today, Wargaming are removing the Ark Royal from the store on Monday. It is not going to be available. Don't be tempted to rush out there and buy it, because it is going to be come back. In fact, it's not the Ark Royal, it's a Ranger. I've been mistaken this whole game, I do apologise. But the Ranger is spotted. The torpedo bombers are going away from me. But he knows I'm here. He's seen that I am low health. I'm thinking he's broadside. This has got to be a dev strike. I've got 25 seconds for reload. We pick up a high caliber and a Confederate. We're on 19 seconds for the reload. The torpedo bombers are coming down. I'm looking at the angle he's at, and I'm going to turn my ship back out to the right, starboard, and turn into those torpedoes and hope to hell that these guns reload before those torpedoes come in. I know the torpedoes are coming, the planes are getting shot down, we get that salvo off, and bang, that's it. Kraken unleashed. Fireproof, here we go, fireproof, Confederate, Dreadnought, Dev Strike, High Caliber, Kraken Unleashed, Clear Sky, 5 kills, 118,000 damage. That is one absolute beauty of a game, and to have a game like that on live stream just excites everybody, including myself. And when we go to the team sheets, it's just under 2,600 base XP. Chin gets just over 2,400, and as you'll see, we got the Devstruck Emeralds who rage quit, and the Andrea Doria who must have been disconnected because he did at least sail into a cap and assist there. So I do hope that you've liked watching this one. I'm going to put some links up here for the Kraken collection and some other videos. Please do like, subscribe, and click one of these links and hang around and watch something else. Until next time, take care and goodbye.